Hey guys, and welcome again to Super Sound Showcase. My name is Tim. We are here with Kate Stedelbauer.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. All right, so we were talking a little bit earlier, and you said that you came out with an EP or a couple EPs. But before we get too involved in that, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, where your inspirations come from, and sort of your songwriting style.
So I call myself an Americana folk artist because I pull from a lot of retro country. Like John Prine is kind of that Americana country vibe. Really traditional stuff like Dolly Parton, that sound, and then also from folk like Joni Mitchell and James Taylor. I love all of that stuff, and so I kind of think of myself as a merge of those two worlds. Casey Musgraves is a contemporary artist that I really admire for her songwriting. Her wit is just unmatched, and so a lot of those different areas kind of make me who I am. So that's what I write, and that's what I do. I am a singer-songwriter, so I write absolutely everything that I put out in terms of official releases, and it's really fun. It's a great way to spend my time. So
Right. Okay, very cool. But you also said that it's the music obviously is very important to you, but from an early age you were more of a poet.
yeah, so I love words, and I remember when I was like 8, I decided to write a novel, and I had like this manuscript on my this computer my dad gave me that he wasn't using, and so I've always loved to write and loved to write stories and loved words and the way they fit together. And so at age like 9 or 10, I started putting together songs, and I think that's really where my love is, because like when you add a melody to a verse that rhymes, that was gold to me. I was like, this is amazing. And so a song that I'm going to play is a really great example of why I love to do what I do. It's a story song. It goes through an entire journey. And so that's really what I love and what I discovered at a young age.
Wow, very cool. Can I ask what the 8-year-old novel was about?
I feel like it was a fantasy story because I was really into that too. Like I loved Harry Potter, and there was a book that I read multiple times called Ella Enchanted. It's now a movie. I loved that book when I was a kid, and so I think it was a fantasy novel. Not entirely sure, but it was fun to write as an 8-year-old for sure.
All right. Well, very cool. So do you generally get a lot of inspiration from books, or is it primarily more of the musical side of things?
It's primarily more music. I've actually been making a really big effort to read more now, because I think going through high school, I stopped reading for fun because I had to read for school. And then after graduating for the last few years, I never really picked it back up. So I'm trying. But I think it mainly comes from music, and I actually have certain songs that were inspired by other songs by artists that I admire. So it's kind of funny how that works. But yeah, I would say mainly from other music that I listen to.
Okay. And personal experiences, obviously.
Yeah, personal experiences for sure. And I find that I'll hear like a word and it'll make me think of another word, and then I'll couple them together and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then once I figure out what I want to say using that phrase, like based on my own personal experience, that's when a song shows up, comes out.
Really comes to light.
Yeah. Because
Cool.
I always want to write stuff that feels meaningful to me, and I feel like I actually like can relate to this. Like, this is my life story. This is how I feel about this. So.
Right. All right. So actually, when did you get started? Because, I mean, to be honest, you're fairly young.
Yeah. Yeah. So I started playing out consistently when I was 19. So I'm 22 now. So yeah, I had been playing guitar and writing through middle school and high school, and but I hadn't done anything with it yet in terms of like actually going out and trying to play gigs and trying to record music. So yeah, 19 is really when I decided I'm going to do this.
Wow. All right. And you've obviously been pretty busy. I mean, I checked your
Yeah.
schedule. You've been in Nashville,
Yeah.
all over the place. Yeah. How was Nashville?
It's good. It's an amazing city. I love it. I would really love to move there soon. Everyone is so nice. Like, obviously that's not true. Like, there are going to be, the music industry has snakes everywhere, but
Absolutely it does.
everyone just is very genuine, and that's what I've been told from people I know who live there, that it's such a friendly city. There's always room for someone else. I know there are thousands of people there trying to do music, but and that's daunting, but I'm not going to let that keep me from going and pursuing and stuff. So I've played a couple writers rounds. I've worked with a couple industry professionals. That's been really, really, I've learned a lot from them, and I'm just taking every opportunity that I can take.
Right. All right. Very cool. So getting back into the EPs that you recorded, tell us a little bit about those, or the writing process, and maybe do you have anything coming up in the future?
So my first EP, Mississippi, that I released in the spring of 2017, that I think most of the songs on that I had written in the year before, and that was my first thing I had ever released. It's a fully produced EP, and that was just such a cool experience, and I got to work with a great producer named Mark Carmen, who really knows what he's doing, and so yeah, that was released then. That's very, I would say, like traditional country, but not in a dated way, if that makes sense. And then I also released an acoustic EP called the Acoustic Soul Recordings last August, so August 2018, and that was just 3 newer songs that I had done. Going forward, I am not sure when I'm going to record, because I am working on other areas of my career and trying to enrich other resources that I have, other outlets, but I would love to record a full album in the next 2 years. We'll see, maybe another EP, I don't know, but
Producers out there, take note.
yeah, I have lots and lots of songs. Like, if I had the funds and I was just like, I'm gonna jump in the water right now, I could record a whole album. I have a lot of songs that I would love to share. It's just figuring out when is the right time to share them.
Exactly, and timing's everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. So do you have any shows coming up?
I'm actually done for 2019, and I want to say where am I? Okay, so I don't actually remember where I am. I have a couple shows in January. I am traveling in January, so that's kind of not a super busy month, but I do play at a place called Hilton Tavern in Newport News a lot, so I will definitely be there in the upcoming few months. I play at random places around Richmond, Norfolk, some in Williamsburg, so you can catch me all over the place.
Yeah, for sure. The Williamsburg music scene is getting a lot stronger these days.
Yeah.
But not quite the level of Richmond yet, or Norfolk or anything like that. But it's coming along. So definitely, we'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was at Virginia Beer Company in the fall, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed playing there. I played at Barrett's a couple summers ago. That was a great experience. Actually, I was just at Second Sunday for December, and that's Shirley Vermillion is great. So I've gotten a couple gigs from her, and I appreciate her giving me those slots, and so that's always fun to play as well.
Absolutely. In fact, I forgot to mention it earlier, but we are sponsored by Culture Fix.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So, what are you going to be playing for us today?
I'm going to play a song called Boy Named Sunday, which is my story song, and I'm very proud of it because it took me a little bit longer to write because I really wanted to get the story right, and I really wanted to feel like I nailed it. And so it's a journey of this man's life and what he learned throughout his life, and I love playing it for people, and I've gotten a lot of really positive feedback, so I'm excited to play that one. And then I'm also going to play a song called The Wrong Side of Happiness, and that's a little bit more personal. It deals with some struggles that I've had internally, it's kind of a happy sounding song about what it feels like to be sad at times in your life. And so that's definitely a little bit more personal than me singing about some made up character.
Right.
So those are a little bit more vulnerable, but I hope that it can provide some hope for people, because it's achy, but it's hopeful at the same time.
Oh, man. Well, that's great. We're definitely looking forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So, once again, this is Tim. Hey. We are sponsored by Culture Fix, and we'll be right back right after this. All right, and welcome back to Super Sound Showcase. My name is Tim. We are here with Kate Stedelbauer. How's it going?
It's good. I'm happy to be here.
All right, very cool. So before we get started, we are sponsored by Culture Fix today. But what are you going to be playing?
I'm going to play a song called Boy Named Sunday.
All right, very cool. Well, take it away.
Thank you.
Once there was a boy named Sunday who lived right down the street. Had a golden heart that the devil been chasing since the earth had touched his feet. Well, Sunday lived in a double-wide prison, 1,000 miles for he knew his name. But Mama still cried the day that he died, and a few folks came. Well, just as all of the town suspected, he shot up tall and strong. Well, 17 like a redwood tree and a haggard song. He never knew quite what to say, but he told the truth and he didn't complain. And he'd wash his truck even when it rained. Oh, Sunday. Oh, well, Sunday lived for Saturday nights. The other boy shot pool, he was playing moonlight. And then he let us smoke on the long leaf pines. And he drove Mama to church on Sunday. Drove our Mama to church on Sunday. Well, pretty eyes and late night drives, he never met one like her. He talked too much and called his bluff and changed his world. And in the fall of 55, they were graced with a baby girl. And Sunday cried the day she arrived, and the whole town heard. Oh, well, Sunday lived for Saturday night. From Port Sampson with the loves of his life. Oh, well, he worked all day to pay the price, but he still woke up early on Sunday. Still woke up early on Sunday. And well, through Sunday's years of fixing gears and lifting heavy loads, his soul grew worn and weathered like those country roads he drove. And just like all those nights he spent spinning straw to strands of gold, he's proof that where you come from don't decide where you will go. Well, Sunday passed when he was 89, in a rocking chair drinking homemade wine. And the sky was gold over the mountainside. And when the preacher started talking, the whole town cried. And he said Sunday lived for Saturday nights. He was a gentleman of an iron mind. And for the love of living in Jesus Christ, well, he still got the church on We still got the church on Sunday, still got the church on Sunday, still got the church on Sunday, still got the church on Sunday.
All right, that was awesome.
Thank
That
you.
was so good.
Thank you so much.
Man, I'm really looking forward to the next song. What do we got?
So this is a song called Wrong Side of Happiness, and it is essentially a happy sounding song about what it feels like to be sad. So
All right. Well, very cool. Take it away.
thanks.
The work is done, the laundry's clean, the bed is made, the dreams are dreamed. It feels good to do these kind of things, I've been told so. Open the blinds and drink the light to keep my disposition bright. Frown my eggs on the sunny side, at least I try so. But I'll wake up on the right side of the sunrise, and I clothe the dawn in the yellow summer dress. And though I try, still when I lay to rest, I go to sleep on the wrong side of happiness. Bottles of a different kind, leafy greens and exercise, self-help books and Jesus Christ. Trust me, I know. And sometimes the soul needs to reflect, but so many say that they can't attest, 'cause you're too blessed to be depressed. Well, if you say so. But I'll wake up on the right side of the sunrise, and I clothe the dawn in the yellow summer dress. And though I try, still when I lay to rest, I go to sleep on the wrong side of happiness. Well, it's raining and my life feels a mess, but it's a beautiful day to try my best. So I'll wake up on the right side of the sunrise, and I clothe the dawn in the yellow summer dress. And though I try, still when I lay to rest, I go to sleep on the wrong side of happiness. I go to sleep on the wrong side of happiness.
Just as good as the first.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. That was great. Kate,
you.
thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anytime. All right, guys. Well, you've been watching Super Sound Showcase. My name is Tim, and we'll see you next week.